Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new pair of sunglasses that I picked up about 2 or 3 weeks ago when they were released, or should I say re-released. And as you can tell by the title, this is the Sub Zeros. Now, I'm not going to go too much in depth as far as the original ones go, just because I don't have a lot of knowledge on those, but I do know that this was a re-release of that original design that came out years ago. So right here on the box, you do have this sleeve. It's pretty hard, which is nice, and it's this kind of silver look on it, and it does say Sub-Zeros on it. It says Plutonite, Ceruleum, HDO, made in USA by Oakley, and then it has the icon right there. And I think it looks really cool. I think it adds an extra layer of coolness factor to it. It goes all the way around, and then you can actually just slide it off like that, and then you just have the kind of standard black Oakley box. So this particular one is the Planet X model with the Prizm Road lenses. Planet X is the color of the frame, and then again Prizm Road is the color of the lenses. Now I want to preface this by saying that there were a couple colors released, and there was it's a limited amount of release. I know these sold out very quickly. I was actually able to pick these up at my local store. I walked in, they said they had two of them. They have this one in another color, and I decided to try them on, and I just knew that these were gonna, sell out very quickly, and they were gonna be highly desirable. So I picked this up more for collectability purposes. I don't intend on wearing these, and if I do, it won't be that often. I just kind of wanted to get them just because I knew that people were going to be crazy about them. Now, this particular model does have a little bit of controversy, I would say, behind it, and that's because some folks received one where the lenses were partially frosted, and some of them were completely not frosted, or completely the Prizm Road color. Now, I'll go ahead and show you guys which one I got, but I know that there was some controversy because they were supposed to have only been made a couple of them, or a certain number of them and stuff like that. So that information kind of went back and forth. So if you have a little bit more information on that, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. But I just picked it up because it's the only one they had. I wasn't really looking for this particular one, and I went ahead and grabbed them. So let's go ahead and open up the box, and inside you do have the glasses inside of the microfiber bag. And then you also have this this little insert here, which was interesting. I didn't even know that this was in there until I opened up the box. And it's almost like a little envelope case inside. So it is black, and then you have the Oakley icon right there in gold. And then in the back it says One Icon, Foothill Ranch, California, and then the address. If you guys don't know, that is the address to the headquarters building for Oakley. And inside you have some paperwork. Set that to the side. The first one here, it says, yeah, there we go. First one here, it just says Antiques. I guess I'm reading that correctly. So I guess it's a play on antiques with the O in front of it. And I'll read it for you. It says, recrafted for the modern world, rebuilt to original specs. MUZM antiques are forged from the original tool, created for daily life with caution and care. Times and product capabilities have changed over our history, so treat those of yesteryear with care and respect. If you guys are not familiar, the original Sub-Zeros were a really awesome pair, but they were very thin, very lightweight, so some people would call them flimsy. So, you want to make sure that you take care of them. These have that similar feel to them, but, with a obviously more updated look as far as the lens goes. And then here is Sub-Zeros, Plutonite, Ceruleum, HDO, made in USA by Oakley, which is the same thing that the sleeve said inside of it. And then this is a look at the original Sub-Zeros, so the ones that this model was modeled after. So that is really, really cool, especially if you're going to be displaying this like in a case or something like that. You can kind of put those with it. And then this is just your standard Oakley paperwork that you normally get, and then that one as well. So let's set that off to the side, and here are the glasses themselves. Now, one thing I do want to point out is these, just like any other Prizm lenses, glasses that have Prizm lenses normally will have the stickers and stuff like that on the lenses. I have already removed those, so you will not see them. But if you end up, by any miracle, finding a pair of these and it has it on it, then you know that they should. So here they are. And as you guys can see, I got the one that has the frosted option. I personally think that that option looks cooler in my opinion. So what I mean is the center of the lens right here, it's got the Prizm Road color to it, but then the outside is more of a frosted look to it. So the perimeter around the lenses. And I think that looks really, really awesome. So obviously they kind of went back to some of the original stylings that the Zeros had. So your separate piece nose piece here with the unobtainium is very reminiscent of what those used to have. And then as you look at the stems here, you have the Oakley logo right there, and then the ear socks here, which are very reminiscent of the original ear socks with that ribbing on there, which looks really, really cool. Again, this is the Planet X frame. I'm trying to get some light on. There it goes. So it's like a black and blue, almost like a print, like a cheetah print, I would almost call it. But it's called Planet X, which looks really, really awesome. And I like the combination of this kind of reddish looking lens in the Prizm Road with the blue and black frame color, and then the stems on there looks really, really nice. And then you have the little badge in there that says USA Made. This is the inside of them. So as you guys can tell, it is a very aggressive lens, aggressive style, aggressive pair. You have this this kind of cutout right here where it meets the stems on the side or the frame, and then these really interesting orbitals that come all the way around, and then just this really aggressive angle that comes down on here, which looks really, really cool. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around. I'll put these on so you guys can see what they look like. Alright guys, so again, this is the Oakley Sub Zero, the re-release of the original Sub Zero model, this particular one in the Planet X color frame with the Prizm Road lenses, and mine is the one that has the frosted portion around the lenses. So let me go ahead and put these on. As I mentioned earlier, pretty aggressive look to these. They sit really high. So this is a pair that I would say, even though it has the unobtainium on the nose and on the ears, it's more of a lifestyle pair. Normally sport-specific pairs have the unobtainium on there, so it bonds more to your skin when you kind of use them and stuff like that. But these are such a thinner. Well, there's no frame on top of the lenses, so it's almost flimsier. So I would definitely say more of a lifestyle. These are really cool to kind of wear around, just for the look of it, for the stylings of it. Let me get closer so you guys can kind of make it out. The Prizm Road lens has that subtle kind of reddish, pinkish hue to it. Perfect for riding and stuff like that. But I like how they paired it with this one. I think had they gone with a deeper red color for the lenses, it might have thrown it off. So this is a nice balance between the color of the frame, which is that black and blue, and then the color of the lenses. I think it contrasted really, really nice. As I mentioned, this is the one that has the frosting around the lenses, and I really, really like that. Now, even though this style does have a nice wrap to it, you do have a lot of opening right here. So again, as far as the utilitarian use of these glasses to keep the light out and stuff like that, it's good. Any pair of sunglasses should be able to do that. But this one will have a little bit of a gap right in here just because of the way that the lenses are cut. It has that round shape on the sides and then that aggressive kind of angle when it comes to the middle right here. But really, really nice, really comfortable. These stems go straight back, very comfortable right behind the ear, and I just think they look really awesome. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to go ahead and pick these up. I missed out the opportunity on the Oakley website. They sold out before I could get them, and by chance walking into one of my local stores, they ended up having them, and they were actually showing them to somebody else. I'm glad that person didn't pick them up because I was able to go ahead and pick them up myself. So if you guys are interested in these, I would say the secondary market is going to be your best bet right now because, like I mentioned, these sold out very, very quickly. But it's nice to see Oakley kind of going back to their roots and re-releasing some of these really cool styles that a lot of people really love. I know the Sub Zeros is one of those pairs that people were just in love with them when they first came out. Collectors, they go over the moon for them just because it's such a cool, aggressive look to them. And, it's evident in how quickly they sold out now that they were re-released. So again, this was a look at the Oakley Sub Zero's re-release, this particular one being in the Planet X frame with the Prizm Road lenses. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.